I'm Father Klein, pastor here at St. Joseph in Ellenwood. I would have started at St. Joseph's in the fall of 1964. In my day, technology was a chalkboard, and I can remember the rotation about once a week. You got to be one of those people that went out on a Friday afternoon and banged the chalk, the erasers against the wall to clean them. We went to Mass every single day. There was nothing about the Mass back in those days, though, that in any way was addressed to the children. The priest preached his homily every day to the older parishioners. This year, because of our independent status in terms of the other parishes, we're able to have Mass with the kids 3 times a week. And of course, the homily is entirely geared towards them. They're either participating in it or I'm asking them questions. Sometimes we're dressing up and playing out gospel and saint stories. And of course, wonderful music that the children both sing and lead. So it's a very different Mass experience than what I would have had here as a child. But of course now, we have literally state-of-the-art smart boards in every classroom. I think that's one of the things that surprises people when they've not been familiar with our school and then seek it out because of its excellence, is they're really surprised at the quality of the physical plant and the technology that is really second to none. It's really state-of-the-art. We see this as building the next generation of faithful believers and successful and happy citizens. So it demands a tremendous amount. So we've been going almost, more than 2 decades now with a fully lay faculty. And that's worked out well. I mean, that was the question, could we maintain that Catholic identity, which is our reason for existing? I mean, if we're not going to offer that, there's way too much struggle involved to produce a school.
I like it. This is my 31st year as a teacher here. I have religion, I have the math, I have all the ELAs, the reading, Englishes, spelling, science. I enjoy the students. I enjoy being able to teach them their letters and letter sounds and then have them build from that into actually being able to read. So I like to see the transition of that.
I teach a little bit of everything. I teach 5th through 8th grade math. I teach 8th grade science, physical science. I teach 6th, 7th, 8th grade physical education, and then 6th grade religion. Favorite part of teaching at St. Joe is probably that, what I'm saying is with the God, being able to pray whenever I want to, but being able to be a little wild over here too is being able to dance on top of tables and talk math and jump around and be excited about it. And then just the kids themselves, being able to teach the kids is a pretty good deal.
I would say we have about 15% of our students who are either not Catholic or they're from parishes outside of St. Joseph. So that's changed the texture of the school a little bit, certainly back from my day when it was entirely Catholic. But I think in a good way. I mean, I believe the families that have chosen to be with us are very grateful for the quality of the education and for the moral and spiritual formation. And we've never really experienced any sort of struggle over the question of Catholic identity with those students. The closest would be when it comes time for First Holy Communion. The non-Catholic students, we really have to give them a little bit of extra attention to say, it's okay. You'll probably be making your own First Holy Communion someday soon in your own church. One of the things we're very proud of is that we're still the only school in the diocese that does not charge tuition for our own parishioners. If you're a member of St. Joseph Parish, you don't pay tuition. The other schools, not just in our diocese, but really nationally, have had to make the decision, well, we'll charge what it costs, but that also means that, 9 out of 10 Catholic kids aren't able to go there. Now, they're able to fill it, and they're able to pay for the school because they charge what it costs, but 9 out of 10 Catholic kids aren't there because of that. If you're Catholic and you want to go to school at St. Joseph, money's never going to be the issue. We also don't charge even those who are from another parish or who aren't Catholic what it costs to educate them. We charge a fraction of that. I think even the student who might come to us from a non-Catholic, maybe even non-Ellenwood family, would still feel as though they'd inherited a community. Grandparents are with them at Mass. Parents and parishioners are involved in helping to maintain and to raise funds for the school, and they would interact with these people. So in that way, it's really a unique experience. I mean,
I think just the family unity that we have here, it's a small school, so everybody knows everyone else, and they're just very close. I mean, even when I went to school here, there were 10 students in my class, and we're still very close friends. So it's just a closeness that you get from it.
Like I've always tell everybody, there's not a day I dread coming to work. It's not many people can say that about their jobs now these day and age. Every day I look forward to coming over and teaching and having a day over here.
I mean, every day the kindergartners come in and give you hugs, and then you have all the way up to the 8th graders who you can kind of joke around with and build that relationship and then carry it on through high school with them. So I follow them in sports and their academic careers. Even former students I get to see around town and be able to still talk to them.
to go to school at St. Joseph is to be a part of a large and really vibrant faith community.